Also, my colleague Dean Obiedallah over at his Dean's Report Substack is writing, there's no place for anti-Semitism and anti-Muslim hate when it comes to the Middle East conflict. He's citing a report from CARE, the Council on American-Islamic Relations, that said that it had received nearly 800 incidents of hate directed against Muslims since October 7th. And while the ADF, the Anti-Defamation League, the Jewish kind of counterpart of CARE, has reported a nearly 400% spike, 400% spike in U.S. anti-Semitic incidents since October 7th, defacing synagogues, threats against Jewish students on college campuses. Dean notes this is, at least for Arab and Muslim Americans, this is reminiscent of 9/11. He points out the 6-year-old Muslim American little boy who was murdered by his landlord. He says this should not be daily life for Muslims, Jews, or Arab Americans of any faith. Testimony Tuesday by the FBI Director Christopher Wray before the U.S. Senate said that he shared concerns that, quote, some will draw inspiration from the events in the Middle East to carry out attacks against Americans going about their daily lives that could lead to domestic violent extremists targeting Jewish or Muslim communities. The ADL has been in business since 1979. This is the highest level of anti-Semitic incidents that they have ever measured. Now, some of this, they write, can be the result of the despicable normalizing of anti-Semitism on the right in American politics. In other words, Donald Trump and the MAGA movement and the GOP. The 2017 Charlottesville Unite the Right rally, Donald Trump, there's very fine people, Marjorie Taylor-Greene and Jewish space lasers, Paul Gosar and all the hate that he's constantly throwing out there. In fact, Greene and Gosar both spoke at a conference put on by a Holocaust denier and white supremacist, Nick Fuentes, who has praised Hitler. And then had dinner with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. But this is just grim. I mean, the Republican Representative Brian Mast on the floor of the House of Representatives day before yesterday said, quote, saying innocent Palestinian civilians is like saying innocent Nazi civilians. Dean ends his op-ed by saying, it's essential that we don't lose our humanity. I don't know how to say it better. I mean, it really and truly is essential that we not lose our humanity here, that we try to have some understanding of all sides of this crisis. And by this crisis, I'm talking about all these crises all around the world and here in the United States as well.